Let's be real, AI is coming for any business that just sells information. But what if I told you there's a business model that's fundamentally AI-proof? A model so resilient that a robot just can't replace it. Today, we're going to break down exactly what that looks like.
Okay, check this number out. $5.3 million. That's the kind of revenue one single person generated in just 12 months using the exact model we're about to get into. It's an insane number, and it begs a pretty obvious question.
How on earth is this possible, when AI is making knowledge, the very thing people used to pay for, basically free? This is the central problem, and we are going to solve it right now. This quote from John Pemberthy just hits the nail on the head. If knowledge by itself is becoming worthless, then any business that's built on selling only that is in huge trouble. It's a race to the bottom, and AI is winning. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to look the AI threat right in the eye. Then we'll pinpoint exactly where we, as humans, still have an unbeatable edge. I'll introduce you to this super powerful framework called the CARE model. We'll talk about why selling transformation beats selling information every single time. And then, the best part, I'll show you how to get this thing launched in just 7 days.
All right, let's dive into part one, the AI threat. This is all about what I call the race to zero. It's this relentless process of AI devaluing expertise that, just a few years ago was incredibly expensive. I mean, think about it like this. 10 years ago, if you needed a financial forecast for your business, you had to go hire some expensive specialists. It was a whole thing. Today, you can literally write a single prompt into an AI and you'll get it in seconds. That's how fast the value of raw information is just plummeting.
So if information is becoming a commodity, where does that leave us? Well, the key is to stop fighting AI on its home turf, and instead double down on the areas where it is fundamentally, fatally flawed. And it turns out, there are 4 big ones.
This right here, this is our secret weapon. These are AI's 4 critical weaknesses. First up, experience. Sure, AI has data, but it's never been up at 2 a.m. freaking out about how to make payroll. People pay for that lived experience. Second, execution. An AI can give you a perfect plan, but it can't call you up and hold you accountable to actually do the work. Third, community. An AI is a tool, not a tribe. It can never replace the support and connection you get from a group of real people. And finally, identity. Real confidence isn't built from reading an article, it's forged by doing. That is a transformation AI just can't deliver.
Okay, so how do we actually build a business around all these human advantages? Well, that brings us to the core strategy of this whole thing, the CARE model. This is the blueprint for creating an offer that AI simply cannot copy.
So what is the CARE model? It's really simple. It's a framework that shifts you from selling just information to selling actual, life-changing transformation. And it's built on 4 pillars: content, accountability, relationship, and experience.
Let's break this down. It all starts with content. That's your course, your knowledge, your information. But we already know this part alone is super vulnerable to AI. So on top of that, we layer accountability, the human touch. We're talking check-in calls, real support. Then comes relationship, building a genuine community, a tribe where people support each other. And the final layer, the one that makes it truly special, is experience, the unforgettable stuff, the in-person events, the awards, the things AI could never, ever replicate.
Now, when you build your business around this CARE model, you're not just selling a course anymore. You're selling transformation. And when you do that, something incredible happens. You get to completely flip your pricing on its head.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have your cheap $37 info product. It attracts people who frankly aren't that invested, so they don't do the work, they don't get results, and you get no testimonials. It's a dead end. But on the other side, with a $6,000 transformation offer, you attract serious, motivated action takers. They show up, they do the work, they get incredible results, and then they give you amazing testimonials that attract even more great clients. It's a completely different game.
Let me make this real for you. I want to tell you a quick story about a guy named Phil, a DJ who was totally stuck in this low-ticket information trap.
Phil was selling a course on how to be a DJ for $37. He was absolutely convinced that no one in his niche would ever pay a penny more. He thought he'd hit a hard ceiling.
But here's the thing. The problem wasn't his industry. It wasn't his audience. The problem was his offer. The simple truth was he just wasn't selling transformation. He was only selling information, and we know where that leads. So what happened? He completely rebuilt his offer around the CARE model. He added accountability, a community, a real experience. And now, he sells that exact same expertise for $6,000. Same guy, same industry,
but a totally different model and a wildly different result.
Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. This sounds awesome, but building a whole CARE model must take like a year, right? Wrong. Let's talk about how you can get this thing off the ground in just 1 week using something called the pop-up offer. See, you've got two paths. The old way is spending 12 months locked away building the perfect product, only to launch it and hear crickets. You've made $0 and have no idea if people even want it. The new way? You launch a simple version on day 1, and by day 7, you can have your first paying clients, money in the bank, and real-world feedback. So what is this pop-up offer? It's nothing complicated, I promise. It's just a stripped-down, simple version of your big idea that you can deliver immediately, using your personal time, like through one-on-one calls. The point isn't perfection. The point is speed, validation, and getting cash flow from day 1.
And this isn't just theory, okay? This approach gets insane results. We're talking about people like Nicole, who made $9,000 in 24 hours with a $3,000 offer, or Hussein, who signed 2 clients almost instantly for his $25,000 package, or Sam, who scaled all the way to $100,000 in sales. They didn't wait, they just launched.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. This is the absolute heart of the pop-up offer. Just ask yourself this. If your perfect ideal client walked up to you tomorrow, cash in hand, and offered you $10,000 to solve their problem, what would you deliver? Seriously, think about it. Your answer to that question, that right there, that is your AI-proof business.